All right, this is our intermediate or advanced morning wake-up session, and we're going to start with a toe touch and reach back. So with the toe touch and reach back, we're going to feet together, arms overhead, and I want you to drive your hips back as far as you possibly can before you fold. So we oftentimes simply dump through the spine, drive those hips, then fold over. To come back up, lift your chest, find a nice flat back, then come up. When you go into the reach back, tighten your glutes and shift your hips forward, then try to get the upper body going. So what we don't want to do is stop the hips and just dump it through the lower spine. And back to the toe touch, hips back, then fold. Couple of breaths. Find neutral spine, come up, and then really shift your hips forward to do the reach back. So you can do anywhere from 3 to 5 of those. Now the side reach, I don't know, I call it a little dance move. One of the things we want, so right now my hip is lined up directly over my ankle. I'm going to want my hip outside of that. So I'm not going to reach up and just do a side bend. That's going to crunch my spine. If I take a small step and I shift my hips, and then I'm thinking up and over as far as I can go, that's going to give me that entire lateral line of the body. So up, and you can even grab the hand, come up and over, and then a little step the other way, shift the hips up and over. And we're going to go back and forth until you've done 3 to 5 on each side. So again, don't just mail it in. Don't, I'm here. Find that position, get that hip out there, get the hand up nice and high, reach, and then get yourself into that side bend. All right, so coming back to our toe touch, but we're going to add an element to it. So toe touch, but then we're going to descend into a deep squat. Now, if you have ankle mobility issues, as in your ankles don't move as well, what you probably want to do is fold something up that's maybe 1/2 of an inch in thickness and put it under each heel. That's going to give you the ability to get down into this position without crunching your knees or your back. So I'm descending into the squat. Knees are outside of the width of the arms. And then I'm going to straighten my knees and tuck my head. Back down. And then down and tuck. So the forward view on that, we just want to make sure as you come down into this deep squat position, chest is up and that the knees are out. So we don't want to be here. Make sure we're keeping those knees out. And then just straightening knees to the best of your ability. All right, after 3 to 5 of those, we're going to go into a push-up position and go through an alternating low lunge and then throw a rotation in. So I'm going to talk lefts and rights on this one to make it a little easier. So from push-up, I'm bringing my right foot up to my right hand. I'm keeping my left knee straight. And then I'm going to take my right hand and reach under my arm. And then I'm going to come up and rotate and turn my chest as far as I can towards the ceiling. Back under the arm and then towards the ceiling. Now I'm going to take my hand planted inside of my right foot. So right hand inside of the right foot. Spin my heel on the left foot. And now open up the opposite direction. And you can be anywhere from 3 to 5 of these. I'm going to go back to push-up. Left leg forward in your left hand. Right knee nice and straight. Sink my hips. And then left hand reaching under the right arm. And then rotating the other way as far as I can go. And I'm going to repeat that 3 to 5 times. And then left hand inside of the left foot arch. Spin your right heel down to the floor. And then we're going to open up the opposite direction. And 3 to 5 of those. All right, from there, our triangle. So the biggest thing with the triangle, everybody has a tendency to drive it through the knee. I want you to really get those hips back and sit down. So we're going to start with some width. So all we're going to do is draw a triangle. So I'm heading down to one side. I'm drawing the bottom, dragging as low as I can, coming back up. So 3 times to 5 around one side. And then same thing going the other way. And then back up, hinge, drag, and then back up the other side. So after you've done a set of 3 to 5 of those each way, we're going to go into a toe touch squat. So I'm going to give you a side and forward view. be precise with this. It's about position 1, position 2, position 3, instead of just going through the movement. So side position, arms up nice and high, big hinge through the hips. Then we're going to fold over. Again, if you have ankle restrictions, you're going to need that 1/2 inch or so of some kind of lift to go into your heels. Then descend into the squat. Knees are outside of the arms. Then I'm going to lift my arms and lift my chest and then come back up. So hinge, 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 hinge. Then fold. Descend into the squat, knees wider than elbows, arms and chest up, and then come up. So your forward view. Big hinge, then fold, descend into the squat, knees wider than the elbows, arms up, chest up, and then come up, and then again. And so you're going to look to do about 3 to 5 of those. All right, once you've done that, you've got everything nice and moving and grooving, hopefully set the tone for the day, and moving a little bit better.